History is usually written around disasters, wars that happened, cities that burned, systems that failed. What history rarely records are the moments when nothing happened, not because the danger wasn't real, but because it passed quietly. In 1983, the world came closer to nuclear war than at any moment since the Cuban Missile Crisis. Not because of aggression, not because of strategy, but because a system behaved exactly as it was designed to.
On the night of September 26th, a Soviet early warning system detected what appeared to be a nuclear missile launch from the United States, then another, then two more. 5 missiles. According to protocol, this was not ambiguous. It was the opening of a war. Alarms activated. Data streamed in. Timelines collapsed.
The system was not built to ask questions. It was built to remove hesitation. The chain of escalation narrowed to a single point. One duty officer, one report, one decision that would be forwarded within minutes. Once escalated, there would be no pause, no debate, no reconsideration, only response. Something didn't fit. 5 missiles was an unusual number. Too small for a first strike. Too restrained for total war. Ground radar showed nothing. Only satellites were certain. The officer reported the alert as a false alarm. Not because he knew, but because he doubted. For nearly 20 minutes, nothing intervened. No safeguard activated. No confirmation arrived. Nothing stopped what should have followed. No missiles came. Later, investigators identified the cause. Sunlight reflecting off high-altitude clouds had been misread as missile launches. A rare alignment, a perfectly reasonable error. Nothing malfunctioned, nothing failed. The system worked exactly as intended. What made the moment dangerous was not the technology, it was the certainty. The system did not allow for uncertainty, only escalation. There were no emergency broadcasts, no public warnings, no headlines. The world slept through its own near ending. The officer was not rewarded. He was reprimanded, not for being wrong, but for hesitating, because hesitating was not part of the design. This moment was not unique. Throughout the Cold War, false signals, misread exercises, and technical errors repeatedly pushed systems toward catastrophe. Each time, disaster was avoided not by structure, but by interruption. Human hesitation imposed on machines that had none. Near misses do not weaken systems. They strengthen confidence in them. Survival is mistaken for validation. The system that nearly ended the world in 1983 was not dismantled. It was refined. Automation increased. Decision windows shortened. Human judgment minimized. The assumptions remained. The timelines accelerated. The margin for doubt narrowed. Nothing about survival required understanding, only delay. And delay is not a feature. The next alert will not arrive as a question. It will arrive as certainty, and certainty does not pause. The next decision will be faster, more automated, less human. And it will not arrive as history. It will arrive as an alert.